Terry, evaluate the U.S. women's performance.
You know what? I really liked our fight. You know, I mean, obviously, we want more wins, right? But I can't take anything away from how they went out and approached this match and the last match. I thought, we asked for energy. We asked to go out there and make people wrestle us and just get out there and get after it and let ourselves open up. And then, I think we saw a lot of that. I think we saw a lot of spirit. We lost some very close matches. And we got to win the close ones, right? I mean, that's part of winning consistently at this level. You got to win the close ones, right? And we didn't do that today. So, but again, their effort was great, their energy was great, and their fight was there. So that's all you can ask as a coach.
How do you evaluate who's going to be in the lineup?
Well, we just looked at it. We looked at number one. We went down the list, right? I mean, number ones had their chance, then number twos and number threes, and if they showed us something yesterday, right, they were going to have to show us something to earn their spot today, or something that they lost their spot today, right? And so if there was weights where we didn't see a lot, then we went with the highest ranking person, right? So pretty straightforward. I thought yesterday that Solon showed us something in that match against Rengazi, right? And she showed it today. She got out there and battled hard. So, that's how we came up with our lineup today.
How about 76 kilos, where you have two really good girls going right there? You have Yelena, who won 3 ranking tournaments, and then you have your world team member. How do you select in that situation?
Well, because one of them's higher ranked right now, right? I mean, Diamond was our world team member this year, and McCoy was number 2, and so for McCoy to get more than one match here, she was gonna, either Diamond was gonna have to lose that position or Yelena was gonna have to earn it. Obviously, Yelena earned it yesterday, but Diamond never lost it yesterday, right? And she was still in that number 1 position. They're two great competitors, right? And so, what do you do? I mean, you have to respect the position that they're already in, and that's the positions they're in right now. And I think they both understood that. The only people that were guaranteed 2 matches here were the world medalists, right? And everyone else knew they were splitting matches. That's what they were told. And then the third match, if we got to today, we had to earn to get to today. But if we got to today, then they were going to have to earn those spots. So that's how we got to it.
It's obviously a group of individuals, but it's a team. So when you're looking at maybe specific positions like beating that low shin whizzer, some stuff like that, it's always been fascinating to me as somebody in your position. How do you disseminate, hey, we should be working on this, because they're spread out all over the country?
Yeah, I mean, there's no perfect practice for everyone on the team, right? But
right.
There's a general tendency of some things that we need to focus on. And obviously, yesterday, we need to know how to stop a gut wrench, right? And it was pretty evident wrestling China. I think, pressuring and having some defensive positioning to harness that explosiveness of someone like China is something that we have to work on, right? So you just look at the tendencies across the board, and where do we need the most energies, and that's where we put our efforts as a team. And then when we have our individual sessions, then we can break it down individually, right? They need both, because not every team session we do can be geared towards every individual on the team. It's just not. It's impossible.
You had obviously more than 10 individual performances this weekend. What is maybe one high spot? Not that you underestimate anyone, but somebody that maybe wrestled even better than you expected.
Well, I mean, yesterday we beat 2 world champions, right? I mean, those are high spots. Anytime we're beating world champions, I mean, for Kayla Miracle to come back and get that revenge on Tunabekova from Kyrgyzstan, that's a big win. And anytime you're beating someone like that, it's a big win. So that was a great match. Last time we wrestled Tunabekova, we gave up 3 out of bounds points. I think yesterday we got 7 out of bounds points. 1 was feet to back, but we got I think 3 out of bounds points, just one point thing. So that's improvement. That's knowing where you're at on the mat. That's holding your ground, right? And so that was a great win. Yelena McCoy yesterday knocking out Fedor. I mean, we thought that was a good matchup. I didn't think that if we wrestled and made her feel us. I just think McCoy has a really good feel for this sport, and she showed it yesterday, and she showed it that she's arrived as well. And so did Diamond. Diamond had a great match yesterday. a great one today. So I mean, now it's up to them to decide who's on the team, right? It's our job to get them the information and move forward like that. It's their race to see who makes our team. Right?
Amit Elor only wrestled one match yesterday. Why did she not wrestle the next two?
There was some medical issue there, so we just decided that she's too young and right now it's just we can't push certain things, right? And so you make the smart decision. And there's a person that has a long road ahead of her and a long career ahead of her, and we don't need to put her in situations when she's not 100% ready. So.
What can somebody like Felicity learn from this weekend?
I think a lot. I mean, the international experience of wrestling, the Mongolian has a different style of wrestling, right? I mean, and so just to feel that, yesterday wrestling in Greece. I mean, Greece is a seasoned veteran. Marie is a seasoned veteran that's been around a long time. I think she has 3 world medals. I mean, so just to be able to put yourself in those matches and understand that you can compete, understand that they tie their shoes the same way we do, right? And that our offense can work against them too. I think she just needs to let herself open up a little bit. Felicity has a great feel for the sport, right? But we've got to find our offense somewhere along the way. We can't be defensive all the way to the end. We have to be able to put points on the board, and I think that's an area where she can work. And obviously she has some great coaches here with Coach John and Tanya Babik and Gary, so I know they're going to do the right things with her.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.